So you moved out at the age of 18, out of nowhere, whether it was your choice or it wasn't. Who knows? Whether it was in your cards or it wasn't. This is my through experience plan on what I would do and what I did if that situation were to occur in today's day and age. First and foremost, if you have any uncontrollable vices, and mind you, uncontrollable, that may be drugs, like severe addiction to whatever it may be. That may be lust, whether you're a boy or a girl. Severe addiction towards, intimacy. Just cut those out, basically. You don't need an extra monkey on your back. You already have society and your circumstances on your back. So first, honestly, I would limit vices. Secondly, literally your back is against the wall. What else are you to do? If you have money saved up, perfect. Make that grow as far as putting in. 1 second. Oh yeah, putting it to grow, whether that's investing it into your dreams or into the stock market or into gold or whatever it may be. Just don't let your money be stagnant and let it grow. And that could be in a million ways. Like I said, sometimes that's even in a manner of networking, going out to, and a lot of people, they mix this idea of going out and networking. Usually, if you go out with the set intention of having fun and partying, you're not necessarily going to get anything done. And that's okay because you left with a set intention. That's totally fine. But if you set with if you left with the set intention that you were going to meet people to further your business, whether that's even just being like, hey, I think, even if you're lying about it, hey, I think you're handsome or I think you're beautiful. I'd love for you to promote my product or my business or blah, 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 or I post online, but I'm just an example. That's what I mean. Or getting to know people that getting to know the people that they know. And that kind of sounds cynical, but it's not, it's just a matter of right place, right time, and you were the right guy or right girl, whatever. So we already got cutting out your vices. If you have money, making it grow. Now, if you don't have any freaking money, even if you're not legal or you're legal, you could work 2 jobs. I would honestly, as far as like scheduling goes and working 2 jobs, is it sustainable with your circumstances in this given scenario? Not really, but you have no other choice. So with that said, what else are you gonna do? Not eat? No, you're gonna die. Not drink? No, you're gonna die. Not put gas in your car? No, you're not gonna get anywhere. And if you don't have a car, what are you gonna do? Not get a ticket for the bus? It's like all these things. Like, what else are you gonna do? Just sit around and die? Wait to die? No, you can't. Because even if you're young, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever it may be, you're still capable. You still have time. As long as you have, a heart, honestly, and you're breathing, I think you're capable. And yeah, I mean, whatever. Obviously, it sounds very, 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 very easier said than done and so much more oversimplified. But really, on the most realist guys, like, I'm keeping it a buck. What else are you going to do in these situations, in these circumstances? So we already got, because I keep sidetracking, but it's a longer video. We already got limiting your vices. If you have money, making it grow. If you don't have money, getting 2 jobs. 2 jobs. Like I said, what else are you going to do? Not eat? No. You're a freaking hustler. You're not a punk. You're not a chump. And don't say, Rafa, you're falling for the rat race. Rafa, you're falling for the rat race. No, what the hell else are you going to do, man? Like, you got to play the game just a bit, Don't get overconsumed by the game, but you got to play the game to be able to infiltrate the system, So we already established getting 2 jobs, whether that's just freaking retail, especially if you're young, guys. You guys got to realize while you're young, you could could milk the fact that you are still at the age of not being ridiculed for having a job. You know, there's people who are at a certain age that will get ridiculed by their certain age group for having a certain job. And it's like, that could be any job. Some people get made fun of for working at Walmart. Some people get made fun of for whatever it may be, you know? And it's like, as long as you have an honest job and you're working hard, you know, don't let anyone knock you off your grind. Don't let anyone tell you anything. You already have it enough on your plate, you know? You don't need an extra voice in your head clouding, you know, your judgment, clouding your confidence, clouding your momentum, because that's what it is, your momentum, you know. Even if you're down here and it may seem like everyone else is up here, over time you're gonna reach up there and it's gonna be so much sweeter because you started down here. Anyway, 2 jobs. Screw it. If you have the means and the time, 3 jobs. More money, the better. Like, the less, more money, more problems, but at least you won't have to, you know, worry about not eating or whatever it may be. Guys, you know, like, there's people in third world countries, man. Third world countries who don't even have shoes that are working 3 jobs to make $10 a freaking day, man. And it's like, how are you, like, we all have this indomitable human spirit, you know? And there's plenty of people who outwork me, you know? Not saying that my work ethic isn't, you know, insane. I pride myself on my work ethic. You know, everything you do, remember that it has your signature next to it, you know? Everything you do that's done by you has your signature next to it, as if you were to sign it and say, I did this. But that's beside the point. Sorry. There's plenty of people, you know, that have great work ethics, and there's plenty of people who need to work on their work ethic, you know? And I'm not even saying working for others or working against others. I'm saying for yourself, you know, because you don't want to be working for others all your life. And if you are working for a big company, so what? You know, as long as you're, you know, making money, you're good. But all right, 2 jobs, vices, and making your money grow. Fourthly, limit your spending on the things as far, and I'm not saying be a cheapskate or like extremely frugal, but don't be cavalier with your finances, you know. Don't be cavalier with your finances. If you could, you'll save so much, and I've made so many videos of this, guys. Don't say I never put you on, but you'll make so much freaking dough just saving it by not eating out. And my financial advisor actually gave me this advice. He said, you'll be good literally going out every week if you could budget, you know, like $100 to $180 for a dinner for 2 if you have a girlfriend. I told him, no, I don't have a girlfriend. He told me this like a year ago or some shit. And yeah, or even that's like every week, $180. Like you'll be able to do that if you don't eat out and you buy your groceries and you cook for yourself every day, and then you just plan for a dinner date, and that's very, very, very like frequent. That's every week. If you wanted to do every other week, it would be like $280 you'd have to spend for a date, which is a pretty solid date, especially if you don't drink. If you drink, you know, it's a okay date, a good date. But that's another thing, leads me to my 5th thing. Guys, if you don't have the means, you know, both time and financially, you know, maybe focus on yourself. Don't try to chase the tail, you know. That's 5 things, you know. Don't chase the tail. Control your lust. 6th, most importantly, guys, keep faith and have a good connection with God, you know. Like, if you've made it this far with all the unfortunate things that's happened in your life, you know, there's a lucky force in the air, you know. There's God is real, man. God is good and God is beautiful, and yeah, you gotta be grateful for everything that you have, because I'm sure more than half of you, you know, have had less than what you do now, or you've had more than what you do now, you know. Sorry if I botched that, but you get what I'm saying. Have a beautiful day. I hope this helped and inspired the youth. You know, we're all gonna freaking make it.